Hi guys and welcome back. So it is the end of summer and the beginning of fall, and it is usually this time when you would harvest your longan and prune it back just a little bit so that it can grow new and more branches and hopefully new and more flowers so that it can give you better yield next season and healthier tree overall because it's sucking more nutrient. However, this is my longan tree, and there is nothing for me to harvest this season, unfortunately. And if you have been following me, you may know why. So what happened was last season, when I pruned it back, the tree was looking not the way that I like it to be. So I pretty much pruned everything. Almost all the leaves were off, and it was pretty much a bare tree. So this season, all it did was grow out new growth and branches and leaves. So it makes sense, right? No leaves. How is it gonna produce for me? So right now it is the end of September. So I'm gonna prune this guy back a little bit, maybe a couple of feet actually, just so that it can grow more branches next season. So what I use to prune them back is just a regular pruning shear for all of the small branches, like these guys here. I can use the pruning shear and a looper. So this guy here, this guy can pretty much cut a lot of things, like this big. It can probably even cut this size as well. So anything big, I will use the looper here. But everything else, I'm gonna use the small pruning shear right here, and of course, I'm gonna need a ladder to get up there. So let's take a look at this tree. So this is my backyard. I have a small yard, not too big, and I cram a lot of trees here. And as you can see, right, in front right there, that's my wax bamboo. Is going to be big. This is my lindstrom. It can be big, and then this is the long, and this guy can be huge. It can be huge, and bananas, guava right there is coming up, and then you know lemon, lime, Barbados cherries, just a lot of things. So I like to keep this, everything in check. So I'm gonna prune this guy back quite a bit. So for me, I like things to be airy. I like things to be open, and so this tree here is, it kind of grow, at this height here. This is maybe about 2 feet up. So ideally I will probably try to get rid of the low hanging branches, but I may keep one or two, because uh, if the flower does come out, right, then the fruit's going to overhang like that. It's just going to create a nice and beautiful backyard. I'm all about the looking good, just like the banana here, just overhanging my walkway here. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then keep the tree. This tree is about, what I would say, maybe about 10, no, what 15 feet right now. So that's the height that I'm gonna try to keep. And then it's growing outward a lot, like that branch out, overhang my pond a little bit. I may want it to overhang my pond a little bit because it will shield my fish from all the birds, because they do get eaten by the birds. So that can help. So let's start. Um, this video might be long or might be short, who knows? But let's start. So these branches here, I'm gonna prune them off. Uh, Let me think. I do want them to overhang my walkway here too as well. So maybe just not too much. Maybe just right here, and then maybe cut 3 leaves off. So that way when it grow, when it is time to grow, it will grow out here, here, and here. Versus if I didn't cut these leaves here, it may not grow out there. It might grow somewhere else. So this guy here, same thing. I'm just gonna cut that for now. Okay. So you know, branches. I'll clean them up later. This guy here, same thing. I'm just gonna start cutting, and then I'll shape it later in a little bit here. So this guy here, I'm gonna go all the way down to here. A couple branches here, and then this little guy, I'm just gonna let it go. No need. So hopefully, maybe for this branch here, maybe if it does flower, maybe it'll come flower here or here, and then hopefully I get some fruits here. Hopefully, that's that's the thinking. So I'm gonna clean this guy up here. This guy I don't need. Okay. And then I have one branch coming out there. It's getting too high. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing with like this guy here. So I'm gonna prune it all the way back here. Oh, this guy's getting it's thick now, so I may have to use the looper. But it's so okay. So just get that right there. I'm just gonna cut that, and that. I'll leave these leaves here. It's kind of ugly, but I'll let it be. In case it needs these leaves to keep this branch alive, and then for some new growth here. I don't want to make the same mistake that I did as last season and just take everything off. That's not good. So this branch down here is just hiding from everything. I'm just gonna take that away. And here, let's see. Uh, so here, it looks a little bit busy here. Is probably not gonna get any light here. So I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit here. Maybe cut this off. And then this guy is grown. This guy here is grown inward. That's not gonna do it any good. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. So it's clean now. Let's see if I can cut this off right here because I don't need this. Okay. And then this little guy here is not gonna do any good. He's gonna go. Let's look over here. So this branch here is overhanging my pond. Pretty nice. So I'm just gonna cut it back right here, right there, and then I'm gonna maybe 1, 2, and 3. So I'll pick those up later. I'll keep the leaves here. As these guys here will probably turn brown, but I'm gonna leave them for now. I don't want to make the same mistake as last season. Uh, so this guy is over. This guy here is overhang over there. Let's go over there. Um, it's overhanging. Uh, I'll just get it back here. Couple, please. Okay. So me seeing this, I don't like, but I have to keep the leaves there until I see some new growth, and then I may come and prune those, take those away at a later time. Uh, okay, so I guess I have to, at the bottom here, I'm good. So I have to go up there and just pretty much cut them back little by little because I can let the fruits all the way, everything at the top, and and just keep a good height that I can reach. So let's head up here. Alrighty, completed all the branches that I pruned today. So this is what the tree looks like now. So a little bit slimmer, but still decent size. I'll put a comparison video next to this. So all the branches down here are now pruned back. So hopefully, new growth's gonna start coming out, and then hopefully that's gonna be flowers coming out. So usually for longan, after you prune is by the end of fall into winter, that's when it's gonna send out flowers here in SoCal. So hopefully that's gonna be the next new flush. So flowers and hopefully fruits this year. I was shooting for 500 longans this year, but unfortunately nothing this year. So hopefully this coming up season here, but quite a bit of branches. So yeah, so this is probably going to be the biggest that I'll keep this tree for the next few years, and then I may grow this a little bit higher depending on what I have in my yard. But it should look nice with fruits next season, hopefully. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you like the content and would like to stay up to date with me and my trees here, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a good day.